Egg Warrior actually feels pretty amazing in top legend right now, and you can definitely be climbing to easy legend with this deck if you're actually facing a lot of face hunters, aggro pallies, token druids, and spell demon hunters. So in this video I'm gonna give you a quick updated guide about this deck, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you know what you could be doing with and against it. If you find the video helpful, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
This is the deck I used, and it's slightly different from the last deck I showed you for starters and only has a single Acolyte of Pain, and instead it has a Rustler Viper in here. I think the main reason for that here would be so you can actually have much better time against things like Quest Mages, which you're actually going to be surprised to hear is a lot more popular in top legend especially. This can obviously help you in other situations where we have some weapon heavy classes, but for the most part I'm pretty sure it's against the mages. Other than that, the rest of the deck looks pretty similar to what I showed you not too long ago, but still let's go through the cards. But before that, let's just say that this deck is basically just trying to get your egg as soon as you can and start cracking it, and you should be able to go with the 2020 as soon as turn 6, and on turn 7 you basically get to resummon all of those eggs with the help of Umbra, including a 2020. You have a ton of armor gain, a ton of card draw, and a ton of pressure after you've actually gotten all of those, and let's not forget all of the ways you could be removing tons and tons of different stuff for the opponent. Going through the cards, we have a couple of Eternal Toils with which you could be getting yourself extra card draw. You could be damaging your own egg this way, so you can actually be able to kill it off with things like Torch, but you can also be using it for the opponent's stuff to kill their things, like especially against things like Face Hunter, you basically kill things in order to actually get yourself a 1-drop on the board. Sanguine Depth, again, you could be poking the opponent's stuff, but for the most part you want to be poking your egg, and with this poke you actually get to attack with the egg if you actually already had it for a turn, or you haven't killed it this turn yet, and that would be another excellent way to get yourself extra cracks for the egg. But if the opponent didn't play anything on the board, you could just use Sanguine Depths on your own egg and just torch it again. Siphoning Growth is absolutely amazing, giving you 8 armor and also cracking your egg for only 1 mana like that. And it's especially important because you don't even need to poke it first. And it's just an all-around very great card to be gaining tons of armor as well as tons of egg cracks. Slime is also another great way to poke your egg, a lot like the Eternal Toil. And this way you're only gonna need 1 extra damage out of your torch, and you can again use it for the opponent's stuff. The torch, as you've already noticed, is gonna be super integral for you to actually crack those eggs nice and cheap over and over again, but you are gonna need to damage your minion first, or you could be using it on damaged minions for the opponent. Obviously the Holy Egg Bearers are in here to fish out your eggs, so clearly the second one is gonna be empty. Couple of shield blocks in here help you with the card draw and the armor gain. Unleash the Crocolisk is super good, giving you 10 armor and only giving 4 attack minions for the opponent, if any. Sometimes you just play it when the opponent's board is full already. And this is also an excellent card to be using when you want to be drawing for cheap with the help of 4 Glory. Acolyte of Pain is a single copy in here, but it could help you big time with the card draw. Couple of Axe of the Forefathers are pretty good as well, giving you extra ways to poke your own stuff and also poke the opponent's stuff. And this axe is also pretty good to actually activate bigger, better things for your Nablia. Like I said, the Viper is in here mainly for the mage's weapon, but you could be using it against all sorts of other weapons like warriors, like Death Knights, Demon Hunters, all of that. This should be useful. The egg, if this thing gets hexed or silenced super early, the game is probably over for you, and warlocks can also steal it from you with their chains. But you don't see that many tech cards in the game right now, but I have a feeling they are gonna start increasing. So things like Silence, Hex, Polymorph, if you can find it somehow. I don't think you can right now, but there are ways to get spells from the past and such. But also steal effects like the chains definitely could be very devastating for you. With Xavius, this thing usually is gonna be useful for you to fish yourself out something like Nablia or most importantly Empress, but in worst case scenarios you could even use it to fish out your egg if the game really doesn't want it to give you the Holy Egg Bearer or the egg itself. It's still something to do. Shelnado definitely helps big time with the removal, but you are gonna need to have a good chunk of armor for it to work, and you could be dealing up to 5 damage if you have at least 5 armor. But in some cases it's actually smarter for you to have less armor, so you can actually just clear just as much as you need. And don't forget, this thing is gonna crack more than a single time for your egg. It is actually gonna wait for the death rattle, so you can actually leave yourself with a damaged egg, or if the egg is already damaged, you actually get to crack it twice. 4 Glory gives you a lot of extra card draw for cheap, the bigger the opponent board is. Decimation also gives you a ton of damage, again, the bigger the opponent board is. Not only for the opponent, yours also counts here, and this also damages your own stuff. Nabla can be pretty crazy good, and don't forget, she also gives rush to the damaged minions you're summoning copies copies too, so you could be using this on the last crack of your egg to get yourself a 2020 that way, or you could just use it on an already damaged 2020 to get yourself an extra one, rush with one, go face with the other. And lastly, we do have Endbringer Umbra, which is going to be summoning you 5, Death Rattle minions, which is always going to be all 5 eggs, including a 2020. Matchup-wise, this particular list doesn't have stats, but if we go back to the list with one more Acolyte instead of the Viper, we can see that the deck is actually pretty insane against things like Spell Demon Hunter, Companion and Face Hunter, and Quest for that matter if you find him. You're going to be great against Death Knights. You're going to be decent against Aggro Druid, not crazy good, but I think you should be pretty good against them. Burn Mage and Leyline Mage are going to be crying against you. Same can be said for all Paladins basically. Imbue Rogue is going to be an easy matchup. Herald Warrior and Quest Warrior as well are going to be favorable, but as you see, you have quite a few other very polarizing matchups, like any Warlock would be pretty bad for you. Herald Shamans, especially if they have Hex. Any Priest is going to be great for you. Quest Mage as well, and that's why the Viper is in here. Dragon Hunter could be a problem, and same can be said for Big Druid if you manage to find one. When it comes down to the mulligan, obviously hold on to your egg going first, hold on to the Holy Egg Bearer. Basically, if you already have the egg, no need to hold on to the Egg Bearer, but honestly, if you have both of these, I would hold on to the Holy Egg Bearer instead so you can actually fish this out. As long as the game is not a bitch and top decks it for you instantly, that is. Sanguine Depths can be good, but honestly, if you don't have the Holy Egg Bearer or the egg, you might not want to be holding on to pretty much anything aside from maybe some good card draw, like let's say Shield Block. If you already do have the egg, however, you could be holding on to Sanguine Depths, you could be holding on to the Axe, to the Slam, to the Siphoning Growth even. The Torch is going to become very important in that case, the Toil can be okay, that kind of stuff. As for on the coin, again, basically the same stuff, and since you are having Viper in this deck, if you're against the Mage, you might actually want to consider holding on to it. That's about it for the deck, not that expensive, not that cheap, but technically speaking, all of these legendary cards are free to play right now, so you can be checking the deck for free. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, you know what to do, but now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. Prep coin. Innervate hero power. I don't see a way to get my eggs, so I don't want none of these. All of a sudden, guys, all of a sudden. Okay. Let's hope it's not egg off the top, though.
Time waits for no one.
That was the second worst after the egg. But it is what it is. Yeah, pretty much. Hearthstone gives, Hearthstone takes. That was the perfect top deck. Frank. Brock. Not sure why he tempoed at 4-5, but if he likes it. If that's the way he wants it. Uh-oh. Well, 0 mana card draw at least. Decimation is gonna be in a while. I gotta get rid of this though. That's a damn shame, because this does cost me a lot of cycles on the egg, but it is what it is. It's fine. Extreme Decimation clears. Gives me another cracky. Turn after, hopefully we have another way to crack it out. Because we're kind of slow, but we don't need to be that quick here. We're not about that life. Sholnado does the same thing, but better. That ain't bad at all.
The Earth Mother cradles us.
That's not bad at all. There is a play to be made here with this thing.
What to burn next?
But it's not that great right now. Let me just go ahead and do this turn, and next turn we get the summon ourselves a 2020, a couple of them actually, with the help of Nablia. By the way, guys, Fragstore did sponsor the channel. I did talk about them in the new top 5. Definitely would be awesome if you guys check their store out. They're selling some pretty seriously good Hearthstone branded mouse mats. I've been using them for a couple of years now, and I gotta say they're actually pretty top quality. They are seriously overpowered. Okay, let's do the thing.
I can see.
Okay. He was not into that shit. But yeah, I've been using these for quite a while now. They are seriously good. I'm gonna show you their site after this game too. Definitely worth checking out. Hey, look at that, it's a hunted. He's gonna be happy. I'd say this is gonna draw as well. These guys go wide nice and quick, so this hand should be great.
Welcome to the world.
Right now it's actually worth it for me to get myself a 1-drop on the boards. Would have been better if it was a little bit bigger 1-drop, but at least it has 2 health. It's alright. This guy could still be faced, by the way. Some lists do run Tame Pet for a card draw. So far it doesn't feel like face anymore. And this card suddenly lost value. Ew. Oh, he is face apparently. Weird. Okay, let's do this then. It's not great because now he doesn't have the discard factor.
Let's dance.
Welcome to the world.
I move quickly.
Okay, got a good amount of card draw here, but we need a good amount of removal now. Sholnado's gonna be sick. Unleash the Crocolisk is pretty good right about now. Alrighty then.
Don't crack it.
Not bad. That was pretty lucky. Okay, next trying to get the coin out, shield block Sholnado, and that should be pretty good. If I do say so myself.
Welcome to the world.
My hand is too full.
That's kind of fucky, but we'll figure it out.
Time moves quickly. A tango?
Okay. That was stupid. That was really stupid, by the way. That was seriously stupid, by the way. It fucking went face 2 times and now I couldn't kill these shits. God damn you, game. For real, for real. I should be alive. It was 25. Sounds like 125 to me. Okay, now, Hearthstone, we're getting a lot of armor and we're supposedly getting the thing.
No quarter for traitors.
But damn, son. Damn, Daniel. I guess I should have attacked with the 1-2 into one of these though, but... yeah, can't have that in the YouTube videos, what can I say? Bruh. You met dead? Piece of shit.
Sisters, my arrows shall strike down our foes.
Will you fucking do it again?
Sisters, my instinct shall hunt down our enemies.
He was hard running that crap.
My people will regret their backs on me.
You may have another. Get chateaued on. The fuck? Who the fuck runs Call It a While in this crap? Oh my goodness. Apologies, my good bitch, what the fuck?
Where shall I strike?
The Titan's puppets.
Looks good enough to me. Please don't have another one. Good news, I should be able to get Nablia next turn. I don't even know what the fuck this is anymore.
Welcome to the world.
I'm assuming he should be running a single Call It a Wild in this crap, but damn, son. Oh my fucking god, dude. Cannot make this shit up. Oh, there you frickin' go. But, I literally don't have room for these. There's not enough room right now. Better keep these uncracked. Get a load of this guy. Bruh. Bruh. How'd he get it a third time? He did. Wait a minute. Okay.
To burn next. Feel devastation.
The Titan's experiments will not be disrupted.
That was unreasonable way of this game to go, but apparently this guy decided to cook something. Apparently he had cooked something up.
Deathwing versus Garrosh.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Yes, the fellow warrior already got the egg. See that then.
Job's done.
Nice. Where'd you go, Deck Tracker?
Pleasure of force.
Deck tracker decided to fuck off, apparently. Fascinating behavior.
Heron would be pleased.
What the hell are we facing? It's not ideal. And I also botched it. That's kind of stupid, and it's getting even dumber because now it's gonna come back even bigger. No, it doesn't. Wasn't that supposed to come back with full health and enhancements?
Looks like we've got
Oh
a
well.
fight for the ages.
It's all in the past. But we took unneeded damage there. Okay, pretty good stuff. Sadly, he destroyed our good weapon, gave us this shit.
Change is coming. Nightmares never forgotten.
Alrighty then. We get to even shell NATO it. And get the good old 2020 run now. There we go.
Behave, you rotten traitor.
Seems like the man cannot find himself the concede button. He is missing the concede button as we speak. Man thinks he has a chance.
I must choose.
Bruh. That's how you wanna play it, Leia. Bartender with the party mode. There you go, Bartender. The ender of Barts. Why can't people just freaking concede, man? Like, is that so freaking hard? Would it kill you just to fuck off? Must I really know the size of your PP? And there's our answer. Very small. Basically very small, guys. Basically very small. Cable with the flex. Here you go, buddy. That's what we got. That's what's left. Yes, the druid. Aggro, no doubt. None of these. To be fair, that was definitely quite the fucky game. Like, not getting any of the egg, like, literally till turn fucking 9. What else would it be? What else was supposed to happen there, guys? Is history gonna repeat itself? Be a lot cooler if it didn't. I'd appreciate if history did not repeat itself. But it's gonna. He's not a Sarah, but doesn't have the Shat card either, so we're kinda okay. And there's our answer. I could kill it right now. But I think we ignore for now. Weapons alright. Okay, now we get to kill it. Next turn we get the drop boatload. It's gonna get ridiculously shat on if I have my way with it, and I should. I'm not buffing here. Very big no-no. Why didn't you give it to the 4 you dumbass? That was so stupid. Wow, dude. What were you not thinking? Well, I mean, thanks, I guess. Could have played it a little bit better. And just go ahead and do this, leave that shit on.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Mill Rogue and Standard? What is even that? How'd he mill you on Standard? Is this Mill Rogue in the room with us right now? I'm assuming he found himself the Colossal for next turn. That'd be a bitch. So I best prepare with some Shelnado crap. But actually we're gonna have Decimation for next turn, so it should be fine. There we frickin' go.
Won't be long now.
Were you playing with a deck tracker at least? If you play with a deck tracker, you can send it as a replay and we can see what that was about. Go ahead and do this so it wakes up faster. Then have... well, write the key cards and maybe we can reverse engineer it. We can give it a try. Crazier things have happened. I don't want to put another location on because we have Umbra. We're gonna be bullying this doo-doo.
Tucked in nice and warm.
Oh no. Anyway. Yeah, we can top deck here, why not?
You have the strength.
Thanks, man. This is what I thought. That was fun. Not for him, but, you know, for half the people involved in this, or almost more than half the people involved in this game, that was fun. Yeah, Egg Warrior definitely feels fun in this higher legend meta.